most expensive item is the New Balances.
The jackets.
Nah, the New Balance
shoes.
The shoes. The Liverpool New
Oh yeah,
Balance.
shoes now.
Shoes.
Packaging.
Yeah, yeah.
What?
Are you getting shoes?
It's Liverpool shoes.
He wants to look
bro.
like Klopp.
Wallahi, that's what you're doing, bro.
That's my ambition, bro.
Next thing you know, you're denturing your teeth.
Mtakwenda na nyinyi huko sasa wadidegle na pointing.
Sinunue specs
No,
pia.
doing this.
Specs hapo pia.
Alright.
And you know the funny thing is, like 90% of your audience won't tell the difference.
I mean, I don't really. I do it for me, man.
Also, I
Even
don't know.
when it's how it feels on me.
You
It's
look
how-
like Ty of
I also
AFTV.
like
Ty of AFTV.
Who? Him.
Ty. No, you look like Ty.
Yeah.
But like
Wallahi,
I said, like
he
I
talks
said,
like Ty.
nah, but
Then Lulu.
like I said before, the reason why I may get those jerseys is so that I can have a reason to be angry at them for not
I
buying
agree.
them.
Nah, boss.
Be angry
Fair
at them
enough.
not getting
Fair
them.
enough. That's a worthy cause.
Wewe
I can't-
unyamaze wewe.
I paid DSTV subscription.
Well, yeah, I actually paid
Eh,
this.
wewe-
thing.
wewe
I
unatumia-
paid DSTV subscription.
wewe unatumia homeboys bado.
Yeah.
Well, we're not live.
I'll ask Lotan. You know they have to switch.
Ziba DSTV subscription
Wait,
is only 10 G's.
anamwambia Lotan toka game ya Liverpool.
And by the
See
way,
Man City,
this
bro.
the way the media companies are all making losses. Like, how are
This
they
guy-
still
I
paying
don't
for
know
your?
what this guy's-
How are they still paying for your?
I don't know what this guy's qualms with radio.
No, it's not radio.
He just has an issue with
I
radio.
Uliona
How are they
standard
paying
is
what? How are they
making
paying what?
no like
My
they
salary.
need Hapana.
Do you want to go
That's
there?
your subscription.
I'm not that expensive.
Your subscription.
Ah,
I'm wondering. You
journalist
see,
of the year, bro.
You're a journalist.
Journalist
Journalist of the year, by the way.
I
Yeah.
have many salaries, like not just any.
yeah, but no, I'm not
Yeah,
talking
but they
about
pay you in
you.
other ways. Wameshakupeleka TJ, sijui wapi, Casablanca.
Wait, no.
Sinaenda
No,
rugby-
haikuangi
unaenda
Radio
rugby
Africa?
World Cup?
It's not Radio Africa, but it's still a journal.
Oh, is she rugby World Cup?
No, Central World Cup.
Do you know if Radio Africa was making
I would
profits?
have gone if Kenya qualified.
Yeah.
It's too long, man.
It's not about profit.
What?
It's not about the income.
We're not talking about the station. We're talking about myself. Please.
This is
As
Eric's.
the journal.
Mm.
Yeah. Anyway,
Yeah.
let's start this show. Everybody, welcome back to yet another episode of 1 2 TV. We're really sorry we didn't upload one last week. Saddam, care to explain why?
No, I'm not.
Okay, I'll do it for him because I have.
Bro, I
a way
saw the
with words.
preview. I saw the preview, but I didn't go to the channel, so there's no upload.
No, that was an ad.
The Google ad.
Oh,
That was.
What?
I didn't want to say it. That's all. That was an ad.
No, but as if you have to say it. There's
It
no
is still
hiding.
an
It's an
ad.
ad.
There's no
Yeah.
Oh,
point
by the way,
hiding.
there's an ad. Please, there's a link there. Google. Just go click,
Yeah.
turn on the notification. Let us make some money. Support us.
Yo, you didn't shoot because you lost.
Oh no.
Last week.
No,
So
we did
you know
shoot.
why it was really good to turn on the push notifications, Juicy.
Tell me.
I'll tell you. Let me explain.
Okay.
Hakuna stima, ilikuwa inaingia inaenda, sawa. And then at some point bundles stopped working or working quick enough.
Yeah.
Working quick enough for you to
there
load
was
stuff
no
on.
4G or 5G.
Yeah, there was no,
working,
it was just 3G. So
3G,
unapata, even WhatsApp messages were loading pole pole, but then Google, just kind of pushed them through. I was like, yeah, Fulham just fucked you. Thanks, guys.
But then again,
Appreciate it.
you also were happy because you also saw us get fucked twice.
No, I don't put notifications on Manchester United games, please. I don't rate you that highly, bro.
Okay, shit.
Mweza njidishi, sawa. But yeah, so check out the link. It will enable push notifications for any games or whatever teams you're interested in, leagues and sports as well. So check that out. It's in the link, the description below. And yeah, let's get the show on the road, man. Kiarie, Eric, welcome. This is the first time we've had you here on the show at the same time in a very long time.
Top 4 Buddha. Nyinyi amko top 4 bana.
Hapa ni wasa top 4.
Oh, go top 8.
Honestly, I had to call about Marco with 1 point. Listen, it's perfect time. See, the thing is, you may invite all the Liverpool fans.
All. Just 2.
Yeah, who else is a Liverpool fan now? We know.
I know a couple of them,
Yeah.
Good morning. I'll reply wengi.
Coming back of a great win, to be honest, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So tell us. What,
First, I just want to chime in and just say, by the way, banter is banter. No, like, you have to time it. You have to take the risk. It's a game of risk and reward. If the thing sticks, people wake up the next day, you have 50 and 100 reposts or whatever. But if it doesn't stick, you still get 50 because guys wake up and you're like, hey, Sema fala. So it works either way. I just want to say Poleni, that was a big win. Anyway, we'll get into it.
You're really my guy, man. Up till today lunchtime, I was still getting content.
Well, I'm waking up to last night's tweets. The guy is just one laughing emoji. I'm like, come on, bro, let it go, man.
I was watching with Eric.
And if this guy wasn't giving you
Oh
space,
my
bro. Is
god!
that-
No, wait.
I saw your knees like this, man.
I was
disturbing me, bro.
I was holding. I was eating, so I wanted my
For the
knees.
better part of the game was the
Yeah,
uplift.
because I can show you the pictures. Saddam looked kind of.
But the best thing is that he went to pray when we scored. So he was not there when the goal scored. Like when Newcastle scored.
Unabati. Oh, when Newcastle scored.
Yeah, I
Yes,
went to
they went
pray.
to
Came back.
Mm.
There's a goal and there's a red card.
Yes. I was so happy he was not there, man. Because
Lucky,
of Van
lucky,
Dijk's
lucky.
incident.
Anyway.
But
So
guys,
tell us,
listen.
tell us.
So City Pool era is back now. We're back to City Pool era is back. You guys will never. I don't think you guys will top the league any other time this season.
It's done.
Arsenal. It's done. Now we're back to where we belong, and City are there, and they're flying. Brighton are there.
Uko number?
Mimi, uko top 4 wewe?
Sasa I'm asking you a question. Tell me what
Mimi
about
niko top
you.
4 budo uko wapi?
Unajibu swali na swali.
Ona si lazima
Nani?
nijibu swali vile nataka.
Lazima.
Mimi najibu swali vile mimi nataka.
Sawa.
Uko wapi wewe? Sisi tuko top 4.
Yeah, okay.
We're only 2 points behind Man City. And we're back to where we want
I'm
to
1 point behind you, so I'm closer to you than you're closer
I
to
don't
Liverpool, Man
care
City.
about you,
No, I'm
Kulimangu.
closer to you than you're closer to City.
But you're Man United, you know you can.
No.
Why are we doing this as a third game week?
You're
Yeah.
doing this weekend.
Bro, the table,
Skia.
the table,
What's
at
in
the,
you,
the
you
table
over?
at the moment. The table at the moment doesn't matter.
For
Like
sure.
I always say the table.
No, I like this kind of
I think
Liverpool
Gary,
fans.
this guy
Reasonable.
Last season we were number 1 from week 1.
We were number 1 from week 2.
Kwanza this guy
We
from
got-
Twitter, well beast. It's lonely at the top. Let's go week 2, week 3, week 4. So now let's enjoy our time.
Okay,
We're
when
Wait,
Well Beast comes
enjoy-
here,
wait.
then you can have a word.
Enjoy what time? You're not top of the table. What are you enjoying?
we are on our way to where we belong.
Yeah, okay, so tell us.
We've only drawn
No,
one
no,
game.
Kerry was about to say something.
Okay, Kere, please
But they're still
give us
unbeaten.
insight about the game. Because
The
Ujama,
ta-
he's just
the table,
struggling with
the table
United.
for me doesn't matter. That's still January.
Thank
That's
you.
different discussions.
Thank you.
I won't celebrate it. I've never celebrated the table before. I was even telling Zoom last season, relax, celebrated it all through.
You said that.
Then
It's
it
true.
happened. But yeah, so the reality of the situation is yesterday's win was different for many reasons. Liverpool has been underestimated. We've been underrated going into the season. This guy's halftime tweets were valid. You guys decided your attack is more important than defenders.
Yeah.
So that was it. I kept on saying our attack will win us games. Our attack will keep us competitive for the whole season, because in world football right now, I don't think there's an attack that's that loaded with numbers.
For
Whether
sure.
World football.
Quality in world football. Whether you're going for Bayern, Barca, whoever, just in terms of quality, those 5 players as a unit, no one else has that. So
But Kere, we've been here before. Those strikers don't win you anything, because last season you still had them. Right?
No.
Wait.
Listen,
Let me finish.
Yeah.
Whether they get injured or not, that one is like, it doesn't matter. But the same 5 players you had them pretty much. Only Gakpo joined you in
Gakpo
January,
joined in
right?
January.
Only.
This is the
So
thing.
your defense, you have to accept that your defense
Luis
is
Diaz
what
was
is
injured,
making
but
things
for
hard
the
for
whole
you.
season.
Bro, this is
Lucho was injured for like the whole season last season.
Oh, last season.
yeah,
Yeah.
Lucho was injured for like the whole season last season.
that's
And
like a
Jota
new
was
signing
also
to us.
injured
Yeah,
for
but I'm
like half
saying,
the
but
season.
your problem is still
See,
at the back.
acha tutuete hizo injuries. Me, I've kept on saying Nunes will come good. Nunes second season will come good.
You know,
Nunes
it
is here.
gives me
Nunes is
a
coming.
It's one
vibes.
game.
So
Relax.
nah, it's not really
It's
about.
not just about the
not-
one game,
Yeah.
though, Saddam. It's the bro. Think about it. You're away at Newcastle. Kevin De Bruyne said that's the toughest, if not I think the second toughest or the toughest away ground
The
to go
toughest,
to.
and then Anfield, and then Emirates.
Ah, yeah, he
he didn't
said
mention Old
Newcastle.
Trafford, but they.
Old Trafford Meisha, bro.
It has been there a couple of
Leakages,
times.
Kila
kila
mtu
man.
ukuje.
Bro, anyway.
What are you good at now?
I beat you at Old
Chill,
Trafford.
focus.
I beat you
Stop
at Old
getting
Trafford. I beat you at Old Trafford.
Stop
I
getting
mean,
baited.
Sam,
You're
bro,
getting
I
baited.
beat you 5 the season before. And
And
then
7 last
chill.
season.
Yeah.
And
We're
4
talking,
last
about,
season.
we're talking about why the Darwin Núñez thing is impressive, because, bro, think about it. This guy, he was bought for what?
record free.
80
Almost
million
100.
80, like that's in add-ons, right?
No, add-on, there
But
is him
the
about.
total deal was how much? 80 million?
85.
85 million.
Oof,
Ah,
85
so
million euros, yeah.
He's
Oh,
essentially,
Sancho money.
he's one of the
Anthony
highest.
money.
Anthony money. Yeah.
He's one of Liverpool's highest ever purchases, Sindio.
Yeah.
And he's the number 9. He's supposed to take over from Firmino. It's a pressure game. He hasn't really been playing the first 2 games.
It hasn't started.
Hasn't started.
because not good
And
enough.
he had an iffy season last season.
No.
Sindio, shukran, bro. It's 1-0 away at Newcastle, and let's face it,
10
Liverpool were Liverpool. You guys were getting peppered, right? Alisson performed one of the saves of the season already.
That's it from Albion.
Yeah,
Eesh.
and
The
you
girl
guys were
never.
riding your luck a little bit, but then for him to come in and be so decisive, under such harsh
Do you know
circumstances.
do you know the irony of
I
that?
don't know. Like I just think that's a him moment.
Yeah.
Do you know?
You know, he's who he thinks he is.
Do you know the irony of those 2 goals?
What?
Those 2 goals are mistakes of one guy.
Yes,
this
yes.
guy has been
No,
gassing the whole
no,
season.
absolutely, you're right.
One of them was Botman, bro. The other one was Ban. Both of them
Yo,
were
that
Botman was
second
already
goal-
off.
It wasn't the same guy.
Second
It
goal,
wasn't the same guy.
but Botman was already off
Either
the pitch.
way,
But
Botman's was an error.
both of them were
The other one,
errors.
the other one, the other one.
Yeah, even
he was
even
just
their goal was an error. Trent missed the ball.
That's a conversation we're gonna have soon.
No, we'll have that.
But
yeah.
the thing is, like, yes, Sawa, Liverpool got lucky. Yes, but in a game like this, you look at all these games where someone wins with a comeback win, from when someone has a red card.
From 2-0 down.
Yeah, something like that. You get a bit lucky, but the point is he came in and he was decisive. He took 2 chances. He didn't waste them. Last season, in exact same position, Wallahi, he drifts
Probably
that
tries to
wide.
chip.
Yeah.
Probably tries to chip. Probably tries to do something
He
else.
tries to drill it, but then he goes
Actually,
wide.
there's he used to shoot, and then all the shots in it are wide on the left side, like exact same position.
Yeah.
But Zuma had something on that bit of luck, yeah. You see, when we won the Champions League, I think it was 2018, getting out of the group stage required
Luck.
some miraculous shit from Alisson,
A last
from
minute save.
Napoli.
against Napoli.
Yeah.
Such things, it's just let's say what Alisson did for. May I consider those Alisson 3 points? Yesterday was Alisson 3 points because we conceded that second goal to Almiron.
For sure,
game's
over.
done. We're not coming back. Yeah.
Bro.
So things like that, it's building up to the like Trent said this is a result we'll look back many months ahead and to be like, it meant something. That was it. That meant something. It's just not the beginning. It's also mentality. Klopp keeps on calling us mentality monsters. That's been his thing. Mentality monsters. He wants the team to just have that type of never give up. And we have certain players right now. You told me Soboslai wasn't.
I don't think anyone doubts him.
Needed to prove
He's the
himself.
modern day Beckham.
Yeah, right now he does not. If any Liverpool
After
fan
3
runs
games,
hard,
I'm happy after 3 games.
He's a good signing.
Yeah, after 3 games, if anyone has question marks on his ability, on his impact on the team,
I don't think anyone has.
yeah,
Honestly.
It feels like a fresh breath of air in that midfield.
For sure.
Especially
The
after moving
energy.
from
And he's
can
actually
run at 20
skillful.
kilometers an hour.
he's skillful.
He's actually
but
it's like
bro,
a skillful hendo.
But bro, the difference.
He's much more.
Yeah, the difference.
skillful.
The one thing I got from him
He's
that
faster.
I don't think we appreciate this enough from players. Sobo, as skillful as he is, as technically gifted as he is, he's the hardest working.
Yeah,
team.
yeah.
I'm trying to think. Yes, we are just a couple of days away from the closure of the transfer window, and it looks like we're not really into any big name. Looks like we may have to stick with Endo Wataru for the news for the season, of course. But I'm trying to imagine if all our guys are fit and ready, we can do wonders this season.
But you have everyone fit now.
Nah, Thiago is out. Konate is out.
Thiago and Bajcetic are back in the team today.
If we feel like Thiago is available, and then Konate is not injured, he's in the team, like consistently in the team, and then obviously the guys like Akina Salah getting the goals, and then Trent and Robert List now contribute to the goals.
So that's a scenario that I can say for any team. If Man United, if everyone is getting
Our
goals.
season depends on also signing a number 6, because the way it looks like that, like I've told you, doesn't look like we're going to sign up.
I don't really mind us not signing a number 6.
Because you guys can still play a 4-2-3-1 with Endo and Thiago and Soboslai or McAllister.
The future, and Klopp said it yesterday, part of right now is also learning the formation, getting a formation that's right for the team. That's also why Nunes isn't starting.
Would you start him in the next couple of games?
I think any logical fan will tell you 4-2-3-1 is the way forward. And the reason 4-2-3-1 is the way forward is because we have problems in midfield. Those problems in midfield, get a double pivot, whether you're playing Bajcetic and Soboslai or Bajcetic and McAllister or Endo and whoever. But before I even continue with that, Endo,
he had a stinker.
He's still trying to
What a debut!
He's trying to learn, but there's some things I don't think you can learn. You can't learn speed.
How to lose the ball?
As in, you can learn. He presses, and then once someone just goes around him, he's done.
Oh my God, he was getting bullied by Tonali and fucking.
There's that aspect. But if we get the right formation, and you're able to play, fine. It's so as a Liverpool fan right now, I'm feeling spoiled for choice because bro, our front line, all 5 of them, Gakpo is the only guy who's not yet banged this season.
That's a good point, but you see from the game on Sunday, I'm not reading so much into that game because I feel Newcastle lost that game. They play with
more than you guys wanted.
Exactly, more than we wanted, because we've got a red card early enough, so they're playing against 10 men for so long. Trent is on a yellow card from the 6th minute, so they don't take advantage of that. Number 2, they don't really like, let's say, pressure so much, especially in the second half. They played so well in the first 30 minutes. Those pressure, they were attacking, Almironian there, but now the second half, it's like they went flat. I feel if we play another good team on that day on Sunday, we'll lose that game, especially the chances they had. I think still Newcastle have like that mental block of playing, like, let's say, Man
Big
City,
teams, yeah.
Liverpool, Arsenal. I can't say
Man United,
you're not
at
big
the
team,
final.
please. They beat you.
Final,
they have no
Carabao.
keeper.
Come on.
They're carriers, man.
Okay,
And
That's still a mental block. It still counts.
No, but now-
Remember that picture?
I'll consider
They
it.
went almost 7-something years without winning.
Yeah.
They were telling Wakona we haven't won trophy in like 7-something years. They came to the final. It was flat. 2-0 comfortable.
I'll consider it different because maybe with Liverpool and Newcastle is different because whether it's
We've beaten them like the last 13 games or
8
something.
years in a row, we've beaten them at their home ground.
Your record, your Klopp na Eddie Howe is mad.
Bro,
The man alikuwa analia kila time.
I mean, come on. Most of those games are Bournemouth, Juinani.
But
But
still,
still
you need like
illegal.
a win. Ten Hag alipata win huko hivyo Bangkok bana.
Get a
Unajua, like get something.
Newcastle bwana, unajua walifeel tuliwaibia last season, that game at Anfield. And then there was a red card when we played them last season at their home.
At the home, they got a red card.
And then
So-
they lost to United the following day because of the keeper.
But I'm not saying they lost it. I'm not saying they lost it more than we won it. So many of our teams, whether I'm going to. That's why I'm saying the mentality monster thing. You're a United fan. You're an Arsenal fan. You guys can honestly. I don't know if you can honestly admit it, but so many of our teams in that position will crumble.
Any team, including City, I don't think is
Majority of teams will crumble.
Well,
Oh,
City
yeah.
may get goals.
no City with a red card.
City at 10 men
This
with
is the
Haaland.
second game Liverpool have gotten a red card, and they went and scored.
Yeah.
You
this
know, like
was
they did that
early.
against who? Bournemouth?
Against
Bournemouth
Bournemouth,
last week.
but that was part of what Alisson was talking about after the game.
Yeah.
And that's, you see, the I think as 10 men we go back into the mentality of we're a team. We need to. You're running for your teammate.
Yeah,
you're running
yeah.
for your teammate. We have that mentality when we're 10 men.
That
When
comes
we're
from Klopp,
11,
honestly.
when we're 11,
Klopp.
them boys are like, yo, you
Kerry.
run for yourself.
yeah.
It's
Kerry.
not like
In the 50th minute, did you think we were going to win that game?
no. I didn't. Me once it went 1-0 down, I knew.
Yeah,
we're
me
done.
was like, yeah, we're
It was
done.
1-0 down. Then I saw the red card. I was like, nah, we're not coming back. But let's
do you
just
guys
make
think
it.
of the red card?
Let's make it respectable. To the letter of the law, it's a red card.
It's a red card.
To the letter of the law,
Yeah.
because he carried the player first.
Yeah.
It's the last man. It's a red card.
Yeah.
But the reality of the situation is, fine. At least the reality of the situation is that early in the game.
I don't think
It's
it
not
matters.
even violent. It's just
Yeah, but it works both ways.
But this has been
Kerry,
given
because
only-
Trent, he wasn't given a second yellow because of that early in the
Trent
game.
wasn't given a second yellow because of whatever Kina Mike Dino talk about Juicy. He messed up. The ref knew he messed up the first yellow.
Yeah.
So it's
yeah,
mentally
yeah.
like he
So he
never
was trying to
knows.
recover.
Yeah.
It's
He
true.
knew actually if I give
I
this
get
guy
it, because what has he done? The guy's on the ground. He thinks it's his ball. He's throwing it back on the pitch.
because he thinks it's a foul.
Yeah, he thinks it's
'Cause
gonna be
I
his
think it
foul.
was a foul.
It was a foul. The guy pushed him in the back.
Yeah, like in this guy.
So then he gives him a yellow. It's such a stupid.
That was a
rule
harsh
these guys
yellow.
have-
Jolinton should
I
have
don't know,
been given a yellow card.
Bro, but yesterday is the first time I saw like refs. I even saw when Nunes got his yellow. Nunes kicked the ball away. The ref wasn't looking at whatever. Nunes was behind him. The ref wasn't looking at anything. The assistant didn't tell him anything. The ref looked at the ball go, then turned and then saw Nunes.
He was like,
Yellow. Gotcha.
So that's the same ref that didn't give Nani. You remember Gakpo's
Yeah.
incident?
Gakpo against Southampton.
Yeah, I think it's the same ref
Yeah,
or
it's the same.
something.
John Brooks.
I think the
We're
refereeing
gonna write
this
a
season
letter.
has
We're
just
going
been
to
mad.
write a letter to the FA.
You as who?
We as the club, at least we're
Wewe
lucky
tuandike letter yako hapa.
Van Dijk's ban will be only one game.
Yeah,
so
one
it's gonna
game
be
ban
some-
at least.
It's back of the international break.
What do you want game?
He's missing Aston Villa only, bro. See, it's a
You guys are
straight,
appealing?
nah, it's a straight red card, but it's not violent
Yeah.
conduct,
So
so
it's
you only
one
get
game.
one game.
It's
for
only
a
one
straight
game.
red.
Yeah, they've already confirmed.
Oh really?
He's back for the.
He's back after international break.
Yeah, for the.
So he's missing
first
you,
game.
Aston Villa.
Aston Villa.
Aston
you
Villa.
jump, bro. Aston Villa.
No,
man.
again,
Aston Villa's a
again,
big-
Aston Villa's a big
Oh.
team. Aston Villa also got whooped 5 by Newcastle first game of the season.
True.
But they
this-
reply in the last two games.
Yeah,
man.
but the same Aston. This is again one of the most impressive things
But
for
we're
me.
back at
yesterday.
Anfield.
Kwanzaa.
That kid.
I'm going
kid
to.
played well.
I'm
Yeah,
shouting
but
it out for one
10
thing.
minutes.
He played.
He's better than Konate.
Fine, I'll
Don't
say.
reply to that.
You know why I'm shouting him.
But you see, Konate is
shouting
better
him
than
out.
Saliba.
The same way maybe Kina Trent are saying he played superbly. Nini.
Singlish.
Homie came in at 19 in 1-0 down at St James Park.
He replaced Mate.
The atmosphere is crazy.
Yeah,
All the pressure is on you.
and then your captain is Trent.
Your captain at that moment is Trent. Trent is
Smart.
a leader, bro. Trent is a leader, bro.
The local hero.
That is a leader.
Trent is the one who put you guys in.
Yeah.
in she does, bro.
And
And then
Shida-
the-
that's one
the guy-
mistake.
One mistake, bro.
The main
Bro, this is the first one against Bournemouth. See,
Brother, if we
was
start
it-
counting mistakes, tunafika kwa Ramsdale.
Wait.
Exactly. Which one?
It's their leadership. Captain ampigwa red card. Assistant captain ampeana bao.
Football, man. Come on.
Karibu apigwe red card. Hata yeye.
Unajua nini libamba?
No, but Trent
Zote
can't do it. Trent can't do it in midfield.
Yeah?
Trent can't do it in midfield.
Your investing
and it's
role is
even-
not working.
No.
Can we agree?
And that's the thing. It's not even a technical issue. There's a concentration thing that's
Yeah.
that's
But how
wrong.
come us guys were telling you guys those things last season? but
No.
You were the ones who
We were telling.
insisting
No.
to go to midfield.
I remember me and Saddam had another Liverpool fan here called a friend of ours called Murunga. That guy was saying it was that time during the debate for Reece James, Giuliani, who should start. Aaron Bissaka was even a nomination.
A strong contention then.
Wallahi,
Which
it
country?
really was.
Which country?
What do you mean?
Some of Bissaka, I've never seen him play international football.
No, you have.
Where?
Where, bro?
Where, bro?
Wait,
Tell
then
us.
argument yako.
Anyway, so that guy was saying like Trent can actually play in midfield. He just needs the time to adapt to it. I'm like, I don't know that that's the case, because technical ability is one thing, but we've seen that he has technical ability. Now it's like a concentration thing. The first of all, Bournemouth game.
Yeah, last
Yeah.
week.
Yeah, and then this one here, he wasn't even in midfield. He just has to receive the ball vizuri. Akakanyaga nyoka. Like on the pitch, bro.
Kwenye
as a
nyoka
defender.
ni alia ball,
Ni
bro.
alia ball.
Saka amepeana ball tu
That's
kwa
rough.
space, hakuna mtu.
That's
So,
rough,
Kerry-
bro.
Sasa si ni the
That's
same
rough.
thing. Si ball umerudisha nyuma na
Not
mtu umeenda
week
naye.
in, week out.
No,
Come
it's
on.
not week. This is why
It's
it
literally
can't.
week in, week out.
This
Week
is why.
in, week out.
This is why it can't be. This is why.
No, it's literally Eric, Chiari, sorry. It's literally week in, week out.
Just because it's 2 weeks.
Yes,
it's not gonna.
technically it counts.
No, 2 out of 3.
So, Kerry-
bro.
He hasn't had a stinker on only
Trent
one
is-
game this season.
Trent is 23. Trent is 23, 24. Trent has played over 300 professional games. Yeah. If you go look at the mistakes that Trent
At
has
least
made,
50 games.
how he's been in the team of those. Trent has been in the.
He has been dunked on at least 50 times.
Trent has
50.
So mistakes and dunked on are
Ooh,
two
what's
different
that?
things. So that's 100 things.
Khalas.
At your 100.
No, but see, the thing is, Ona, we've agreed your idea Klopp copying Arteta, because Arteta invented the idea of
He
know.
did.
Arteta, but it's not
I'll give you
Arteta.
credit.
I know why
It's how-
it's
it's how-
Because it wasn't even Pep.
You'll turn them against me. That's what you'll do.
Because it wasn't even Pep.
Who was it?
Dizabi started this whole thing. Dizabi started 4 centre backs playing huko nyuma. Dizabi started guys inverting.
Okay,
Dizabi-
wait. So
We'll
now,
get into it.
The best thing is you'll still play for England at the midfield, so you'd be able to see him like for more games.
no, but Klopp.
Still see-
Because he has Rice to back him up.
Who?
Exactly.
Oh, Declan Rice.
Okay, we need to move on from this. Ona, Kerry, can we agree that Kwanza Trent cannot do the Ben White role?
Let me.
He can't.
There's something.
Can we
there's
agree on
there's
that
something.
first?
There's something we won't do first of all.
Huh.
There's something we'll do. Me sitakuja leo kwanza kudefend Trent because of one thing. Trent had a yellow card from the 6th minute. Trent apparently kwako alikuwa anatoka 9th minute.
So he played
Sure,
84.
sent off.
They want,
Sure,
no,
sent
no,
off.
no,
He
it
should
was-
have.
It wasn't even the sending off. It was they want to jack off. They want to get him off right now.
Oh, see, then he was told to warm up Gomez. Wallahi, Gomez was told to warm up.
Bro, nani alikuambia ni juu ya Trent? Nani alikuambia ni juu ya Matip?
Dude, I was with Eric. We agreed. Wallahi.
These guys watch the
I
game
was
together.
with
What was he saying? No, wait.
I cannot remember.
I can't remember. First of all, drop some likes. We love your love. But
He agreed.
what did he say, Eric?
It's like,
What's your-
Antonewa.
So he said Joe Gomez warming up.
Wallahi, he agreed with me.
Say wallah.
I didn't say
Nah,
anything.
you can't say
about
well.
See,
that's not
again, part of the reason why staki hata ku your part for those 88 minutes.
He actually played 90 because ilikuwa 90 plus 6.
90 hizo zote zenye alikuwa na hiyo yellow card. He played amazing.
He didn't even
after-
panic. He didn't even
Yeah,
panic.
he played amazing.
He did.
after-
There was a time where he was defending Anthony Gordon.
He did
And-
once.
Yeah, it was
1v1.
really, really well.
He won once on
No,
V1.
no, bro, he didn't.
Bro, if he missed another one, he better sent off.
Oh, fine. Again, but one thing I'll say, Trent also, he has a bit of a loose nut. You see that when he made the error, when he made the error,
He almost got himself sent
I
off.
had no problem with the error. I was like, bro, errors are football, bro. Everyone makes errors.
Errors also to
But-
come to an end.
But
Yeah, for you.
yeah, the ones that never started. Yeah, but when someone, when he just his instinct, without knowing I'm on a yellow, without even thinking,
Yeah,
anything,
he-
his instinct was grab. I was like, bro,
You know the goal actually, if Gordon just went down, he said that was a red
bro,
card.
I know for a fact if that was Saka, Saka is not staying up. Saka is falling down. Martinelli will go. Saka will fall.
No, actually, Saka will love.
Saka will fall. Saka doesn't. Saka the contact. Easy contact ya kuvurutu.
Yeah,
Yo anguka.
Okay, now moving on. Which is this is a very very difficult question.
Wait.
Wait.
Well, I'm just making a statement.
Okay.
As long as Liverpool maintain this consistency, Sawa, I think they'll be title contenders.
We never left.
Wait 1 second. I'll get
Just saying.
Sawa.
Just say,
This is a very difficult question. I'll ask you Zuhum because I think these guys are biased.
of course.
Between the performance of Liverpool winning comeback against Newcastle away with a man less, or Man United winning from 2-0 down,
And Nottingham.
and coming out pulling a successful comeback,
Yeah.
3-2. Which one is more impressive?
Every comeback is
difficult.
You know, it's a really difficult question because you have to consider that Nottingham got a red card. Man United were also given a penalty.
Nottingham got a red card.
Yeah, Nottingham got a red
yeah.
card. United were given a penalty.
Old Trafford.
Yeah.
At home.
But it was 2-0 down. It is also Nottingham.
I actually
Tough.
thinking about that question.
Fuck off, Saddam.
Exactly.
Piece of shit.
As in when you left that game. No, when you left that game. Like me after the Liverpool game, I had Klopp say, "Yo, this was even better than Barcelona." Like that to him was like huge.
No, but
when
see,
you guys left that game, did you even think it was better than your game last week?
You know what Saddam's doing? Like
We
he's
lost
like a
last
kid.
week.
He's like a kid.
it is definitely better. We lost.
Check it. He's like a kid. He's seen a friend of his being told by his dad, you guys, you're a good boy. He's like, why isn't Eric Ten Hag saying this? Eric Ten Hag hasn't called you guys mentality monsters?
He
Next
just
copying.
He
Doesn't
just
even
said
know what it
errors
means.
coming to an end.
That's it.
Yeah, errors do come to an end. And other stuff.
He was really
And-
talking.
As you started.
I got what you meant. He meant his Ajax error. He was like
Yeah.
that's Isha.
Finished.
That was
There's
the
nothing else.
One team
hidden
link.
message. Yeah.
Bro, I didn't watch the game, right? I watched the highlights.
Which game?
But
Obviously, you didn't watch United game because
yeah,
you're watching your game.
I didn't even watch the Arsenal first half. So
Why?
let's talk about the United game.
Kenya.
Bro, Kenya, bro. Is that what you doing?
Alikuwa home. Hakuna stima.
Kenya stima, bro. Is that? Anyway,
Neshko flats. Well, scary alisema
Wanataka
Neshko
location,
flat hakuna
tatumia
stima.
picha.
Maana nani alitweet.
I missed it.
That's a typical Kerry tweet.
What?
Classist.
What?
Sikuongea
Ah,
Chelsea.
yeah.
What do you say?
Kiare anachukia mahasla mbaya. Wow.
Miss Sikuongea
Are you coming for me, man?
I didn't talk about lights.
I will go search your tweets, man.
Be carry.
Ah.
I mean, has to be
Anyway.
someone followed by carry.
Nilikuwa
I just
Naivasha
saw-
kulikuwa na soli.
Oh, nashanza mambo ya solas.
Alikuwa Vasha.
Asante. I just saw you guys getting countered several times. I saw Onana, who's supposed to be a ball-playing keeper. Usually, if you're a ball-playing keeper, Saddam,
Yep.
it comes with the territory of also being a sweeper keeper.
Yeah, I
But
agree.
this guy got the ball halfway.
I was
and
waiting for Onana. I was watching Onana. I couldn't see him.
Was on his line until Mjamaa kamfikia hapo.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
even me, bro, I'm not a keeper. I know I need to chuck. Sawa, the guy picked up, maybe had a head start to the ball. But bro, I'm at least on my penalty spot. Ndo nitoke. Then he gets sat down. That was
Stinker. No.
embarrassing, bro.
Yeah, that was a
embarrassing. Like I don't
both
know what
goals.
happened to him. He
No.
just got confused.
Both goals were stinkers. Second goal, defending. Like, Willy Bolly, the one thing he needed to do was just stand. He didn't jump. He didn't do anything. The ball hit his face. Kingia. Like, he was just standing.
I love those
Let me
goals.
ask
You
you a
know, when
question.
they embarrass
Saddam.
someone.
Ask me a question, Kerry.
I'm not
Carry
carry,
on.
I'm Eric.
Okay.
What do you make of your performance the last couple of games? Are you convinced that you're playing good football?
We're not playing good football. But we have 6 points. That is what is important now.
Why you are walking dead?
Let me finish. What's
Plus the teams you've played. That's also
we
part
played.
of it.
No, we played Spurs,
I'm
who
saying
are
the
actually not
teams-
so bad.
Which you
You
lost.
played?
Spurs.
Yeah, you lost. And then you
Yeah.
played Wolves. Wolves are bad.
They're not that bad.
Wolves are bad, but Wolves
But then
were
that game they played-
way better
Wolves
than
are
you
very
guys.
It was on a
aggressive.
Monday night.
Yeah,
You
it
just
was a Monday
lucky
night.
they want the bad in
This
finishing.
guy's made Cunha was looking like
Oh, no, I'm not.
Bellingham.
And Nunes.
Bellingham.
Even Man City decided they're gonna sign him.
These guys are surviving.
No, I'm not.
Aye.
I'm not disagreeing. I'm not disagreeing the fact that we played badly in the first game, we played badly in the second game, and we also played badly in the third game. Up until probably some moments in the third game,
So
there is something to be fixed. Yes.
Identity and Nini.
Huh?
Identity and Nini.
Quick transitions.
Nottingham did it better than you guys. That day.
No, we had
Yeah.
3 goals.
Yeah, but it
So-
wasn't through transition.
Okay, wow.
So we were not here like last week, and should have talked about Casemiro. He was criticized this week. Last week,
He was only he had 2 stinkers. Jana he didn't have a bad game on Saturday.
well, 2 when we were only on game week 3. That's like 90% of the games.
Come on,
Technically.
but that is less.
66, yeah.
So are you concerned of the players the way they're playing this season?
I'm not concerned
Because
with the
someone
players.
like Rashford is
I'm
not
just
like at his best.
I'm just concerned with how we want to play, because I feel like we haven't still figured out how we want to start this season. Because I think we have we're trying to play in Mount. We have probably
Mount,
Holland will
man.
come and we'll have a proper number 9. He gave me a juicy. Martial had some really good chances and he was just wasting them.
That's his game, you know.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like we still have problems that we should have
Fixed
solved.
5 years ago.
Yeah.
For Michelle.
We are getting Amrabat obviously. Oof, Amrabat.
Obviously. Gamako waiting
What's happening?
room.
Umesema youth kutoka
Amrabat.
Sharibu.
Skiza,
he's not even
Amrabat
playing.
is on a hunger strike. Do you know that?
tukishoot season review ya last season
He's on hunger. Listen,
Yeah, you see.
Imesha.
So if you get Amrabat, you are good to go for the season.
I would be very comfortable with our midfield.
Bro, what midfield is this? I'm trying to get, as in, is it going to be Amrabat, Casemiro and Bruno?
Yes.
Amrabat, bro,
So-
Amrabat and
so the
Casemiro
guy
on the
votes
same
for
pitch,
70
yeah?
Yes.
Aye.
That's 2 6s, by the way.
Yeah.
Hakuna 8 up.
No.
Listen,
Sufyan is a 6.
Proper 6.
Proper 6.
No, he's
He's
a
better than
but he's a
Casemiro
proper
right now.
6 who can actually control the tempo.
Yes, he can.
That is what
So
we need.
It can't be him and Casemiro. It has to be either him or Casemiro.
No, see that. Okay, let me put something clear. The way
and
the
essentially,
way
they're getting a first team choice player who
Correct.
should be their first team choice, right? Sufyan for 25 million, and benching now what was their first team player for 60 million from just last year.
What are you-
That's what they're doing.
what are you saying?
It's reminding me of the time Arsene Wenger bought Lacazette 45 million pounds. So
And bought
6
Oba.
months later, he went and bought Oba. No plan, no succession plan, no.
let me explain, because you are not understanding what we're trying to do. With Casemiro, as much as Casemiro is playing as a number 6, we would have a double pivot where one is to control the tempo, because Casemiro goes front and he makes a lot of runs nowadays.
Box to box.
He makes a lot of runs in behind. He has a goal already. Like the way we're playing with Casemiro is not the way. He's not just sitting back and just destroying. He's destroying, yes, but he's also moving forward. Something that Amrabat wouldn't be doing. He would now also be the number 6, but now the one to control the tempo and sit back.
Amrabat is also a destroyer.
Yeah, but now destroying, but with sitting back. Like Amrabat won't play 8. Casemiro would. I actually think Casemiro would be on to playing 8, but with Bruno in front of him.
That's a very interesting take, because Casemiro is currently 31. I think from the
Sawa.
minute he was in the academy,
He has
Jaiona number 8.
Yeah,
Unakuja kumwonyesha number 8 akiwa 31.
But he's playing. No, but he's playing well.
No,
He's
he's
playing
goes
well.
from set pieces, Saddam. Don't get deluded.
No,
man.
okay.
It's not his
if you
runs
watch
that
the game, he gets in really good positions.
No, he does.
That's a dead
from
ball
set
from the
pieces.
corner.
No, not set pieces. I'm talking about set pieces, bro.
Outside the
Walai.
box.
Yeah, no, as in making runs.
Oh, you're not talking about the goals. You're talking about the runs that he's making.
Yeah, I'm talking about the runs that he's better than the goals. I'm talking about the runs that he's making nowadays. Like I'd see Bruno get a through pass, and then I'm like, oh fuck, it's Casemiro making the run.
Let me ask you this, right? You guys signed Mason Mount, and you decided he's not a first phase midfielder, right?
For 70 million.
Chill.
We have the money.
Chill.
Your 90 million is on the bench.
Chill. Nyamaza, bro.
Mbona hamna Amrabat? Sijui hamna hiyo pesa.
Ngoja.
No,
You have to sell
relax.
somewhere.
Ngoja.
We're not
So,
selling
yeah,
anyone.
it's true. They actually
No,
sell
well,
people.
it's a negotiation tactics.
Answer this question. You're signing. You signed Mason Mount thinking he was a first phase midfielder, but he's not. So now you're signing a first phase midfielder,
Yes.
because you realize that Mount is a second phase midfielder.
You know why?
Wait.
Yes.
Casemiro is a DM. He's a first phase midfielder with he's aging.
He's limited in
He's
terms
in
of
decline.
he's limited in terms of controlling tempo and passing.
He's
and
limited
doing
because
all
he's
those.
in decline.
Yes.
He wasn't this limited last a couple 3 years
No,
ago.
no.
He wasn't limited.
He used to have someone with him. He used to have like a Kroos or a Modric.
My guy, he was still very good at distribution,
Those guys
and
were-
he still scored goals from outside the box, not set pieces.
Saddam, I get what you're saying. He had Cruz and
He's
Modric,
getting
but
what I'm saying.
I get what you're saying.
He's
on
getting
that.
it. Oh, you know.
Nasikia, what was that?
That's enough. Thank you. He's getting what I'm saying. What are you
So
saying
now what
now?
you're saying
No, I'm saying
is
again-
Casemiro will be transformed into a second phase midfielder.
Oh yeah.
At 32.
So where do you leave
Wait,
Eriksen?
Panda.
So where do you leave Eriksen in this formation?
Oh, Eriksen is a proper squad player now.
You see,
There's nothing. He came free. He's earning peanuts. He has heart issues. What's okay? Squad player.
So listen.
Utlazimisha nini Eriksen?
Because likes hapo majamaa.
Why did Saddam? Why did you send Mount?
Mount.
Because he likes their dressing room.
One he was available.
And like
Sometimes
So he's not a player because he was available in the
you,
market.
you do that all the time.
It was either that or Havertz.
So there was no honor.
Thank you. It was an amount of
Carry.
Havertz. What would you do?
So there was
It's
no
the same.
honor. So
It doesn't matter. It's the same thing.
there was no proper scouting and plan where they said going for next season we're missing this and this and this, so we should go out and scout a midfielder like this. So them they send a player because Sabaga is available. at Chelsea.
No. Okay, that was okay. Let me add.
And part of it was Mount. I kept on saying last season, Mount would have been perfect for Liverpool.
Oh, yeah.
Mount would have been perfect for Liverpool.
But
Just
you
because
still-
Mount is different. As we don't need that technical.
So you didn't sign him because
you
you
need a
need
guy who
him.
runs. You're trying to end and
Saddam,
end.
you didn't sign him because you need him. You signed him because he's available.
Okay, let
That's what
me
you say.
add something. I say that yes, but let me add something. The thing with Mount, he's young. I feel like he can learn, he can grow, he can evolve to something that probably
It's
we're
not
not
time
seeing
to go for
now.
Mount. It's time now to deliver now.
No, listen. This
young.
is a future project.
They're young. It's like
It's
24.
Mount, yeah, it's Mount Young is the same as Rashford Young.
No.
No.
Like
He's
almost.
been around for time, eh?
No,
He
just
still has 2 years to fika Rashford.
No.
No, like that's how young he is.
listen. You don't.
He's
So Mount is for the
Foden's age,
future.
no?
No,
Phil Foden's 23.
Yeah, Foden's 23.
Yo, so
Yeah.
Mount is for the future.
the thing is, you guys are seeing Mount as old just because he has won almost
Let him
everything.
finish. Let him.
He's not won the Prem.
He's won the Champions League, so you guys are thinking he's old.
And Europa League.
We're not assuming.
Yeah, so like relax. He's
we're not-
young.
we're
He's
not
just
assuming
too
he's
good.
old.
No, I think even if he'd signed, even if you guys had signed him or we had signed him, there would still have to have been some adaptation period, like education period, bro.
That's
I'm
important.
serious. I think he still would have had to have learned how to play with Klopp's system. If we signed him, he would still have to learn how to play Xhaka's role,
You know,
despite how many games
Zoom,
he's played.
You know the difference
Think
between.
about it. Like
No,
for example, Trent. He's being asked to do a new role, kind of different
No.
from the traditional whipping in crosses from the overlaps, right? Him at that age, having 300 games or so, he still has to learn.
But you see, Zoom, it's a different situation where they don't have the luxury of having someone to adapt. You know, you guys have structures
absolutely.
at your club, Man City and Liverpool. The things are running. For these guys, they need a quick fix.
No, that's what we've been doing, Zamani, but now I think we're changing. Like, the fact that someone has to adapt into a system, I'll give Liverpool is a good example. You bought McAllister and Soboslai.
Yeah.
One was playing in the Premier League, one was not.
Yeah.
One looks like he's played more than the other now.
Okay, that's hard.
You know,
See,
before-
both of them are looking amazing.
No,
They-
Soboslai
they-
looks much better than McAllister.
So it's like
no,
captures
positions
the
they're
eye
playing.
because of the way he dribbles. That's
He-
why.
McAllister's
You know,
not even
Namjamaki
playing his
says
position
that.
now.
He's
McAllister's-
adapted so much faster into the Klopp system.
Okay, that's true for now, but McAllister is not playing
Are
his
we
position right
arguing?
now.
No, we're not arguing
We're not
this now.
arguing. We
Part
agree
of-
with you, but there's
Part
a
of,
reason
what,
why.
part of what I'll say is both
Exactly
of them
my
have
point.
impressed me, and both of them adapted to that system faster than
They still
majority-
adapt.
than
But
expected.
still-
Yeah,
Yeah.
because of why there was a proper scouting and plan and the players that we want. These two, and like let's say at Endo Wataru, who was saying like between 2 to 3 days. For McAllister, there was a proper scouting and proper analysis of what you want.
Yeah, so both like the same
thing.
I get what you're saying. Endo was not planned for.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's also for the price you guys paid for McAllister. There was research on his playing ability and his contract situation.
And we're here
Like,
to see his best because he's here to play in his
but
position.
So that's not the same thing. The thing is with you guys with Mason Mount, the proof is in the pudding. So you guys as fans, where Ukwapa, guys at the bar, someone watching TV at home can see Mason Mount doesn't suit that left 8 role at United to build up and maybe it doesn't work with him and Bruno. Maybe with Eriksen it might work. I don't know.
The first game,
But-
second game he played kind of okay.
But if you guys can see it, why can't Eric Ten Hag? That's the question.
The
And he's the one who signed him.
No. It's different because we only see 90 minutes. They see a lot of things. They train.
They see the game from the channel,
Ten
from
Hag
the
has
state.
more data on what we're trying to do,
Absolutely,
and
I agree.
he has all that. There's a lot of things that we're not seeing. Maybe remember when he said players are not following instructions. If people are not doing what they were told, that could be the reason. He knows that if they follow what they're told, it works.
Anyway.
But hata nikuulize hata one thing, just sort
Please
that.
niulize one thing.
Nasema ile kitu Ten Hag kwa kusema ati shida si midfield, it's your attack and your defense, yeah, which for me it actually makes
The
sense
Spurs game, our Spurs game, our attack was shit.
unajua mbona nataka kuuliza hiyo part.
Niulize.
You guys, you've gotten ni Hoyland.
Yes,
Hoyland.
Yeah, that guy.
Haaland.
So I going into the season,
Poor man's Haaland.
do you think the defense you have,
Yes.
the Varane tu wako Varane
Nini? Varane nini?
Injury prone.
Sema.
Varane ameisha.
Yeah.
Come
Ameisha.
on, nah.
Ndio maana-
Yeah,
He's
ameisha.
alright.
Ndio maana
No,
hataki
he's alright.
new rules come.
Hataki hizi vitu mpya, ameisha.
The extra 10 minutes. He's fighting for Casemiro's life.
So,
Mbona is the only person who spoke about
so
that
your
thing?
left back situation right now,
He has
you
a
guys
World
want
Cup
to
Champions League.
you guys want to
Aina kwa sauti. Unajua huwezi ongea tu kama umeshinda Europa peke yake.
Makalista kuna World Cup buda.
Varane has way more.
Anyway.
Yeah, your left back situation.
Left back.
Yeah, if you guys want Cucurella or Alonso.
No.
Yeah, so,
One more.
who?
Ryan Bertrand.
Oh yeah, Bertrand is the
Premier League winner.
So do you really think, and you also have Evans, you signed him to a contract a whole year.
Oh yeah, they signed Evans.
So do you guys think that that's enough to compete for top 5 position?
Not just top
Let-
5,
let me-
bro.
let me-
Compete for that.
Last
and the
season-
Champions
Yeah,
League.
and in the you're in the Champions League.
Champions League na unashuka.
Last
Yeah,
season,
already
wait.
Europa League very fast.
See, ameuliza swali mimi.
Najua.
Jibu basi.
It's your time.
Last season, with the
Shine.
same defenders, we were the third best defense in the league.
But they have yuko same kuna Onana.
We have Onana, which I think is better. Sawa. That question, our problem is not defense. I feel like we're okay defense. We're not the best defense. I say we're the best, but we're doing okay. We're doing enough for us to be able to.
You're doing okay, so it's not
Yeah,
good.
yeah. It's not good. We're doing okay
okay.
so far. Our midfield is what I think we need to figure out the solution. Our attackers, they're just letting us down because game as Spurs, we should have scored so many goals. Game at Wolves, we just caught off guard. New manager bounce. I'm not counting that game.
New manager bounce on the first day of the season.
That's when they hit the hardest.
Do you know what new manager bounce means?
Yeah, I know, of course.
One
but
corner manager for 3 days.
Kukua na ball ya kubounce.
Exactly. Game ilikuwa nachezwa wala vile. So game ya jana, the game against the mighty Nottingham Forest,
the mighty.
they
Champions League
have
winners.
2 Champions Leagues.
Unlike
some guy here. It's hard playing teams with tradition and European pedigree.
Class.
You know these things, my friend.
Let me ask you the final question now. Let me ask you the final question when we marry this topic of United. So what do you think between Mount and Kai Havertz will figure 007 first?
Bro, Mount is injured. Kai Havertz.
Thank you.
No. I'm talking in terms of games. You know he'll come and he'll count the games.
No, but see, Mount is not playing for the next maybe 2-3 games. This
Like
guy is
Rudy
playing week in, week out.
So akirudi ataendelea aliachia.
Well, like Kai Havertz bangs you guys, I'm going to cry tears of joy, bro.
Okay. I have a question before we move on to the guys who are not able to pull a comeback. If you guys, if you were to go back the last maybe 2-3 windows, if there are 3 players you would want to take back in terms of Monsieur sign, like you like cancel the signing,
Cancel the signing.
and then maybe who would you have, maybe if you 1 or 2 or 3, like
From the last 2-3 windows.
yeah,
From our respective teams.
yes, for your current teams.
Liverpool, I'll be honest, bro. Nobody. We actually haven't been signing people. So the last window we had like 2 signings. They've
Who
all
did
been
you
good.
sign last?
No, what I'm saying, would you have like you can reverse? Okay,
I can't-
shida with Liverpool. Hata
Tavares.
akisema Caicedo atakata kuja.
Hapana, sasa aje ni reverse aje.
Like I would have like
Moja kusema kitu Caicedo itaisha tu vile ya Kukurea inaisha sasa. He was to go to Man City, he picked Chelsea, and now they're trying to sell him. 2 years only.
but
Ama one to two
Kukurela Cucurella didn't leave Klopp on the blue ticks.
No, he was
He
supposed
blue
to
tick.
City.
He blue ticks Klopp.
He was supposed to Pep, not even Klopp.
Me
No, I'm talking about Caicedo.
Caicedo article naweza taka kujua ukweli.
Alim blue tick.
Naweza taka kujua
Alim blue
ukweli.
tick.
Mimi nataka Klopp unadhani Klopp tu amekaa pale tu meluda yako hivyo Caicedo.
Listen,
Hi,
Saddam.
it's me, guys. It's me, Klopp.
See Klopp.
I just know Klopp looks like the guy to double text.
Wallahi, he would.
Nah,
Wallahi, he does.
Hi with many eyes.
Don't. Like, yo, I'm missing my message.
Text me as soon as you can.
Are we on? Are we still on?
I think
Umefika happy?
I think for a club. Kerry.
Bado unakam. Ah, yeah. Bado unakam. Sasa Caicedo ako London kwa hoteli bana. Sema point yako.
See, me but nilikuwa tajua umesema hiyo Caicedo 2 years from now. Bro, you guys, United as the top 3. These guys might be the top 3 worst transfers in the history of the Premier League. Mudryk, Anthony, Sancho. Those 3.
Mudryk and Lukaku.
About Lukaku. At least Lukaku wow.
Yeah. Lukaku twice.
Lukaku wow na Chelsea what
Well, Chelsea was worse than ours.
The second
I was banged.
Yeah, the second Chelsea after the
I
from Inter.
was banged.
Yeah, you don't remember? The intro video slapped.
Hizo Sunday
about
signings. Wewe jumuulizeo swali. Ukijibu
Yeah.
swali hizo si ndio utateka.
We have some first 11 yote bana.
No, me honestly,
Wallahi.
first and foremost,
One Bissaka?
Bissaka is a good signing.
Bissaka
Bissaka plays well
But you
nowadays,
guys bought
bana.
Bissaka for 50. Hey, you know that's actually
England international.
Now Ben White
Never
50.
played once.
Okay, Ben White 50.
Ben White's been brilliant. What do you mean?
He was good last year.
But more brilliant than Bissaka over a
He
period of
was
time.
bought, yes.
No.
Ben
Saddam.
White has won one good season in his career.
Saddam.
He's only had one good season.
That's better
He's
than
only had one
Bissaka because
season.
Bissaka's best season was at Palace. It was
Yeah.
just because he was tackling.
Okay,
Shut up, man. Don't even do
If
that.
you look around
Tell
in
me
the world, if you
signings,
look
Zako,
around in
Nyo.
the world, and the way right backs are now being involved in the play, in the game, we don't think you guys are getting enough or the best out of a right back.
Did you see?
And the left back.
Did you
Yeah,
watch?
yeah,
even
left back.
Shaw, bro.
Even Shaw
It's been
isn't-
10 years. Nothing.
The
bro.
money that you've got money to get the
Okay,
best of
you're
the
turning
best
this thing
right
to
backs.
a United
Subhanallah,
thing.
I can't-
I'll ask you-
No, it's because you're telling us that one Bissaka was a decent signing. He wasn't.
Okay. Who would you have
For 25
cancelled
million,
the
I guess, is
signing?
value.
We're not even done with your team first.
No, see, uone niambia yako mimi nasema yangu.
I
Why
know
is it
Sema
mine?
Zangu
would have
saying,
said,
hey,
you would have said.
in the last 2-3
Wait,
seasons,
like, I know
Nasema Zangu saying,
Anton Havertz.
no, Tavares and Sambi Lokonga. Shit. Wallahi company.
Nicola
lied to
Pepe.
us
You
there.
honestly think that Havertz is
A good signing.
a good signing? Like honestly,
Bro, it's been 3 games. It's
No.
been 3
Well,
games.
It's
How
not
are you writing it
it's
off?
not been 3 games. It's been
Sancho-
3 games
Sancho's
and
been what?
No, even Sancho's 3 games at some point.
Sancho
Sancho's had 30 something
wait,
games. I mean, how
Sancho
many
was
Premier
bowling.
League
Wait,
games?
Sancho was bowling at.
No, I'm saying.
Listen, when we bought Sancho was bowling.
Yeah.
So when you bought Havertz, he was shit.
Yeah, and when we bought Odegaard, he was also
Why you
shit.
guys trying to
So
defend?
what?
No. He
You guys
wasn't
bought
shit at
Odegaard, he was
Sociedad.
good.
He was
good
very
at-
good at Sociedad.
He was good at
He was
Sociedad.
decent. He wasn't good.
And he was good.
Big difference.
No, listen. He was at Real Madrid. So when we actually signed him.
Yeah, because Sociedad
Because his loan at Sociedad had
Was over,
ended.
yeah.
So 6 months he was chilling on the bench at Real Madrid.
Chilling.
So, yeah, he was. So he was shit.
Do you know who is
Because he wasn't playing.
competition nani? Modric na.
I don't blame him.
Come on.
I'm not saying no. But the point is, he didn't have.
anatuka kina
Form.
Asensio kwa bench who are
you
better than
think,
him.
you think Havertz was a good player?
Already alafu
I think
ataingia
he
wapi?
is.
Can we go back to your tweets?
Okay.
When he played for
Let's-
Chelsea.
Let's look at it this way, right? Like
Receipts zikwe hapo.
All I'm saying is.
All I'm saying is,
All I'm
Yeah,
saying
hear me out.
Is it
My
that
manager.
Receipts.
Yeah, New Zealand's hear me out, guys. You know, New Zealand's chill. I know you might not agree. No, all I'm saying is, Arteta's earned the right to
experiment.
Improve players.
no to he's earned the right to our trust. You get one of the things that makes Arsenal fans so much fun to poke at is how reactive they are. The same guys who were saying Vieira was a useless signing. Mnyama anapiga cross, he needs to hit gym. 45 minutes where he was decent, he was good. He came on against Fulham. Yes, he has to start against United. Oh, you guys, chill.
Saddam.
Chill, bro.
Yeah.
I wouldn't start him against United. I wouldn't even start Havertz against United, for example. You get, but guys are too reactive. It's either this side, hapa, ama pale.
You're either winning the league or getting relegated.
There's no in between. There's no
Saddam.
level-headedness with Arsenal fans.
Me have never seen a fan base that every single day and in the morning they have to defend a player every day. They have to explain to us.
International break, but
Bro, no. What do you mean?
Not even Pepe, you explain it like that.
Part of the routine of building up to a match day. Friday, watu wanza kutoa predictions zao, alafu watu wanaanza kutoa lineups zao, and then the lineups come out the next day, panic. Just panic for the first 15 minutes. Guys just panic. What the fuck? Why is this guy playing? Get him out of my club. This guy's shit. Zoom, chill.
Zoom, but because you're saying that, just one last thing. Right now it's happening this way. Last year I was also watching FTV Kidogo. I was looking for sadness, but there was no sadness. Last year there was no sadness. This year there is, and it's because when
coming back.
Yeah, when I do look, when you see the team, yeah, you see when you say Arteta has earned your trust, yeah, Arteta earned your trust the same way. Let's say Klopp earned our trust.
Or Pochettino, Tottenham second.
Or Pochettino, where it's like he had a consistent 14
months,
14-man rotation. Those were the only guys who were playing. These guys, there was no other. The experiment wasn't that big. It was like, once I write this lineup, akuna predictions. I know it's Benoit Tuko right. I know it's Zinchenko. I know it's Gabriel and Saliba. Week in, week out.
Last season, you're right. We had the fewest amount of changes to our starting 11 across the whole season.
Yeah. So now when I see you guys panicking, and when I see fans panicking on a legitimate stand, when you see one of your best centre backs on the bench, when you see a right back who's a midfielder, see Havertz'S playing a position he's never played in since Leverkusen,
like 3 years ago.
Yeah.
No,
4 years back.
I get it.
Panic is viable.
No, it is. That's what I'm saying. It is viable, right? But to not back the player is what's annoying me the most.
So you still think he's gonna come good?
Yeah, I still think he's gonna come good, and I think there's different reasons why. Now, first and foremost, we're not at what I'm thankful for, right? Is that we're not suffering from a loss of identity, right? Arteta is trying to add variety to our play, because last season playing with that 14 rotation man team, whatever, that's what cost us the league eventually. There was not enough squad depth. And there was no variety in our play. Because even there were games when we had Zinchenko, one of the most crucial players. There were games where we had Saliba, but we still struggled, right? Because we became a bit too predictable, and some players were having days off. Like, that's going to happen at some point. But what he's trying to do now is add that variety. And with that variety, it might not work with us short term, but long term it's going to benefit us. Because then when we play Liverpool away, Jurgen Klopp is going to be guessing how the midfield is going to be. Man City is going to be thinking, is he going to play Havertz up top and try and beat our press from the long balls, or is he going to play Gabriel Jesus and press us man to man? It's going to be like a lot of variety. Wait, let me finish.
Okay.
So that variety thing, he's trying to add it. The Havertz thing, I think he's been a victim of having left backs who are not progressors.
When he's had 6 coaches, Bana.
No. I'm talking about times Arsenal.
But playing for Chelsea.
No. I'm talking about Arsenal specifically. In the last three games or during preseason, he's had Zinchenko, he's had Timber, he's had Kiwior, he's had Tomiyasu, right?
That's only 3 games.
No, I'm talking about even preseason. And Kiwior and Tomiyasu, right? They're supposed to replicate what Ben White does on the right, because Thomas Partey is supposed to replicate what Zinchenko does on the left, because Zinchenko's not available. Sawa. But Thomas Partey is showing that he doesn't have that nous. So Mjama, ukicheki most of like Saka's best moments last season, it was either because Ben White knew when to invert and chill and hold his position, or when to overlap and create space. Partey doesn't do that because he doesn't have that nous. Zinchenko, as soon as he came on against Fulham, Martinelli looked alive. Why? Because he knows when to drag space, he knows when to come into that space. But Kiwior is supposed to create that Ben White aesthetic with Saka on this left-hand side, never even overlapped once. He can't do it. So it's growing pains individually. It's growing pains as a team. But even then, I think Kai Havertz eventually will come. I'm not saying he's going to come good soon. He's going to come good when Zinchenko is there.
Zoom,
what I'm saying is, Xhaka started looking good. I know Xhaka is a lot more intelligent than Kai Havertz. Everybody knows now in hindsight that he's one of the most intelligent footballers last season, right? But as soon as he started playing with Zinchenko, he looked much better. When he was playing with other guys like Kieran Tierney, he had quite.
Zoom, I don't know. Tell me, but I'll say you guys are suffering from the same thing City are suffering from. You see these intelligent players. see, get the Shaka you're replacing. You can't replace Shaka with Kai Havertz. The same way you can't replace Gundogan with Kovacic. Because Shaka knew the role, knew the late runs that were needed, knew when to cover on the left side, knew all that type of stuff. Havertz is not that player. So the more you insist on playing him, the more it's detrimental to the rest of the team. So not even you guys might decide to bench him 10 games in.
They cannot.
Then now let's say you guys decide to bench him 10 games in, you still need another 2-3 games for the new players again to now start adapting to.
Maybe. My main problem is last season you had a very good way of playing.
Identity.
You had an identity, you had a good team, and majority of the players who are there are all fit now. Just maybe just Zinchenko and Xhaka that have gone.
Yeah, but
Zinchenko is injured. He was injured by his back, right? So you spent almost 200 million plus, right? How do you spend 220 million and still look worse than when you started last season?
It was.
I don't think so.
No, you are. Listen, you don't listen. As we speak, you have Partey who's playing off position, or you're trying to make him do something that he doesn't do. You have Ben White who's playing centre back. He hasn't played that last season.
Gabriel is not playing.
You have Gabriel who should have played in that centre back role, unhappy on the bench.
Though?
Right?
That's an interesting one. Honestly, I don't know what's happening. Anyway,
those are the small things. They all add up eventually. And when your last 3 performances, they've all been shaky. You haven't won a single game comfortably.
Bro, that's the thing. When you look at statistics, bro, out of all the games this weekend, we had the highest XG. It's not just a matter of like what we're doing off the ball or on it. It's a matter of also taking your chances. I watched that second half live. So I watched the first half on Sunday morning. Okay, on Saturday I was being asked by one of my friends like, "Yo, Izao, like what's going on with this team?" I'm like, "Bro, we had chances." Having only watched the second half, I watched the first half. I saw even more chances that we missed. Kai Havertz, one of them, by the way. But still, I just think right now it's growing pains into something that will make us much better in the future. In the future being later on in the season. But what you're saying about the whole thing about players who come in now, let's say if we bench Kai Havertz, right? The difference is, and maybe I'm being a little biased. I'm an Arsenal fan at the end of the day. But, for example, we go let's say, talking about the United game coming up on Sunday. In my opinion, it should be Zinchenko, right? Gabriel, Saliba, Ben White, Partey, Rice, Odegaard. And that's the variety that gives us. We can go back to what we know very well.
No, you're assuming something. You haven't played that the whole season.
Nah, bro, the whole season is 3 weeks in, bro.
Yeah, but even
you haven't.
Rice has been there. Since Rice has come, you haven't played that.
We did. So, against Man City, we did. And he played it.
Sure.
He played it really well. He marked Rodri out of the game. He really made Man City struggle to build up. If you look at the way he kept taking up that position, bro, trust me, watch that game. He kept balancing between covering the space when they do eventually get out of the press on the right hand side, and then marking. He just kept doing suicides. You know what suicides are?
Havertz was playing as false 9.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like now we might even have more fluidity because Gabriel Jesus is playing up top, so we can really impact what you guys do with your build-up play, because we have one of the best pressers of the ball. And Nketiah is looking really good. Like that's what I'm saying. Like Arteta's turned around so many different players. Like I didn't think that could. He did turn down Xhaka, turned around Eddie Nketiah. I really didn't think there was anything left.
Turned off Tierney.
Tierney it was lack of.
Like mention
Tierney
everyone.
wouldn't play. Tierney wouldn't play at United. He wouldn't play
at...
No,
starts at United today.
Tierney was...
he starts.
Before Arteta came...
Roberto Carlos is shit.
No, wait. Before Arteta...
Carlos.
Can we agree? Before Arteta came, Tierney was Scotland's left back. Starting ahead of Robertson.
When Arteta came...
They have different system.
They play at 3-5-2.
No, so we can agree on this.
Captain Banner.
No, we can agree on this. When Arteta came, Kieran Tierney was one of the players that kept him in his job.
Yeah.
So it's a bit harsh what's happening to him, but he can't play that inverted role.
And he's the only person training on the snow without a sweater.
Thank you. I like your relevant information.
But you used to tell me about his brother than Robertson. Huh? You used to say his brother than Robertson.
That was Bance, bro. Is how you could differentiate? Anyway, yeah, bro. Kieran Tierney never had. How many assists did Robertson have in that one season? You guys won
No,
the
you're
league?
talking for them, man.
No, I'm serious. How many did you have? He's had like 14 or something. Bro, chill, man. I thought Siujui could you defend?
He's the best left back in the world, you know.
Who?
Robertson.
Okay, chill. Not right now, bro.
Yeah, used to be.
Anyway, so I'm just not
top
panicking.
5, but
I'm just not panicking. But like we have to take our chances, Majama.
But
also, like we bottled it. On Fulham, we bottled it. You're 2-1 up. You've done the comeback. Sawa. You've done the comeback.
Red card.
And they got a red card. Like Simwende Mwongeze. Ama, chill with the balls. What does Zinchenko do? He has 5 options.
Fulham.
He loses the ball. They give away a corner. They score from it. Like,
bro, when we lost,
Rice and Saka lost concentration. Why? Killer instinct, by the way, is not just in front of goal.
Yeah.
Killer instinct is also at the back. You know,
Yeah.
like knowing, like you're like playing on that instinct of mark your man, mark the run, stand at the post, jump at shots, and that's what we didn't have.
I think I said this maybe the first game we came. Saka this season is not going to give you the same production he gave you last year. Martinelli is also not going to give you the same production he gave you last year. Trossard maybe Trossard gave you like 5 goals, so he might
get in the room.
I feel for him. I think he should be starting.
So
he started United.
So if you guys lose those,
But this
if you
Champions
guys
League coming,
bench
though.
players
Ahead of Martinelli.
if you
started
guys
United.
Zoom, if you guys lose, not even if let's say the way you guys are currently playing, Saka and Martinelli aren't getting into the box as much.
Yeah, it's really effective.
Yeah, so those funny goals they used to get in the back post, whatever, those ones are being nullified kidogo. And then you also Odegaard's role is also kind of shifting, and he's looking like he's not going to get you 15 non-penalty goals. He's even taking penalties now.
The exchanging.
So if you guys lose those goals, where in your team? Because Nketiah is your best goal scorer
right now.
Yeah, once you guys bring in Jesus, you've already lost Nketiah's goals again. So where are you guys going to
look
be
for the
winning
Champions
games?
League.
No, I just think, for example, against United, we're gonna go back to that system because at least we.
Where's that game on Sunday?
Huh?
Where is it? Where's the game?
Emirates.
You guys are cooked, man.
Yeah, I'm really not worried about
Mr.
them.
Ngei. I don't talk before the game, but
This is the opportunity, right? This is the opportunity. You have the opportunity to play the system of last season, which is still one of our systems. It doesn't mean we've discarded it. It's still one of our systems. You bring back all the players in the right positions, except instead of Xhaka, you have Rice. And what does that stop? It stopped these guys from their transition plays because that's all they're good at. Then they have Dalot at left back versus Saka, with Ben White bombing up and down.
Bombing up, Ben White. He rarely does that.
He had like 7 goals.
No, but this season he hasn't played that position.
No, so khalas, he's gonna forget.
He has to remember.
He's not gonna.
Atafanya warm up basi.
Yeah.
On Friday atafanya warm up. Tacheza na Burnley.
I hope you're training now.
Tacheza na Burnley behind
But
closed doors.
Zoom. Kuna aspect pia Arteta is too, in my opinion, Arteta is too. It's too clever for his own good. Arteta thinks he's Pep light. Arteta thinks Pep.
He genuinely does.
I'm the second coming of
He's
Pep.
even going for surgery like Pep.
Yeah.
That was bad.
And I've kind of noticed.
See, into back
His
surgery.
scope is Pep in everything.
I've kind of noticed even with, let's say right now, part of the excuses Arsenal fans keep on saying is Pep also rotates his team. Pep changes systems.
Now it's costing Champions League.
It's costing Champions League and all that.
But when he doesn't,
forget 3 points against Fulham. It's costing fucking Champions League. Two Champions Leagues.
Why do you guys think you're like Man City light?
But what
They're the best team in the world, bro. What are you supposed to do?
You're not even close to them,
Bro, what do you know the concept of benchmarking? What is it? What is the concept of benchmarking?
There's a difference between benchmarking and coping. Coping is illegal. I'm sorry. But if Pep went to and copyright his way of playing,
Formula 1, Aston Martin walked in with a Mercedes with a different paint job car.
Yes.
Like, bro, that's how you do it, man. Simple as.
But you don't have the
I'm sorry.
facilities to play like City.
We do.
You don't.
I think
they're not
we
good
do.
enough.
Bro, even City looked very shaky, Jana.
you watched the game. I watched the City game. But everyone you have, and this is why I'm saying it's kind of it's interesting to me because he thinks he's Pep. He's the second coming of Pep.
He really does.
But he never had. He doesn't have the players Pep has. He doesn't have the quality that Pep has. So for KDB, he has Odegaard. For Haaland, he has Nketiah. For
Jesus.
He never
Jesus is
played.
good, man.
As it, he has Jesus' replacement. The game was about to upgrade.
Jesus is one goal
Said
away.
to his mother.
Yeah. Skiza, Jesus is one goal away from equaling Haaland's tally mark this season.
Jesus
One goal away.
Jesus
And he hasn't even played any games.
Jesus alienda kwa madhaka akasema Pepe ananibench.
Yeah, bro.
Mid. This season.
Alikuwa
Mid,
amechezesha nani?
Yeah.
Zinchenko striker.
Because Diego false nine ahead of me. Ameenda kulia mama
Okay,
yangu pia.
Saddam.
Bro,
No.
see, it's the same thing. Arteta played Willian false nine.
Saddam,
Hakuenda kulia mama yake.
Saddam, speaking of Arsenal and Man City, these guys do think that Arteta could top 3 managers in the Premier League.
Bro, hey. He's definitely top 3.
No,
he's
he's
top
not.
5. He's top 5. You saw that UEFA ranking stuff.
Yeah, after Klopp.
Still after Klopp, but
But
bro, the guy in the Champions League. He's there with one FA Cup and a Community
The
Shield.
funny
He's
thing
there.
was
Overrated.
the index was like the best
Shaky.
managers from last year.
From last year, you
But
call him
bro,
a two.
I was like, why is Klopp ahead of Arteta from last year? I'm pretty sure we messed up.
So you guys played Champions League last year?
Yeah, and we chucked
We're in
Ali.
the
Yeah,
final.
you
We're in the
chucked.
final.
You chucked.
Oh,
it's
last
not-
year.
Wait.
You know, I've been to so many finals that I can't even remember.
It's really confusing.
You're not like us,
We've been in
man.
three in the
You
last.
gave him the opportunity there.
Three in the last
David.
Three in the last 5 years.
Yeah,
Three in the last 5.
Okay, so all I'm saying,
Where was
yeah,
the- where was the
that
last
carries
final that
weight
you
with the
played?
Madrid
coefficient.
just the other day.
That
To-
carries
to-
weight.
No, we won in Madrid. Where was the final?
Istanbul. The final we played last.
You lost the last one.
We lost.
Where?
It
the
was
last
in
one.
Istanbul.
Ah.
You lost it to
When's the last time you were in
Madrid.
the final?
We didn't lose in Istanbul.
When's the last time you were in the
Istanbul
final?
was last
Istanbul
year.
was Man City,
Wait,
my
wait,
friend.
Istanbul
Bro,
was Man City.
2006 ilikuwa wapi?
Wapi 2005?
We lost in
Ah,
France.
2006 finally Arsenal.
2006. Yes, it's true.
No one
Ilikuwa
remembers.
France.
Ilikuwa France.
No one remembers. It's too
Yes,
long,
yes,
but
it's true.
Shit.
Mimi najua tu five.
You have one final na ukumbuki.
Wallahi,
My friend.
I even have to check with the former Arsenal fan.
Mnafahamu kwa
I have
mmesha.
to check with the former Arsenal fan, bro.
Huyu akona sijui more than 7. Huyu akona sijui ngapi. Wewe ukona
Huyu
1.
ako like happy. Ameona mbili.
Huyu akona ya
Ameona
Arsenal,
mbili.
akona ya-
Ya Tottenham. Aliona ya Tottenham khalas.
Nimeona Tottenham na Madrid.
Hola.
Na Arsenal.
Doesn't count.
I'm sure.
Three.
I'm sure we've
Anyway.
been to more finals than these guys have been to.
Anyway,
the
my
semis.
prediction. Arteta will go back to normal.
What do you mean normal?
Like the formation.
Stop taking chances.
Not
Stop
chances.
overthinking.
Yeah, I
Not
think you should go back to what
Stop
works for you.
overthinking.
Hata kuoverthink.
Yeah, we're gonna bang you guys. We're gonna obliterate you.
Okay.
Ukiweka
About that
Partey
line.
right back khalas. I'm telling you.
Partey right back, Rashford will have fun. Oh my day.
No, Rashford is finished this season. It's not that good.
Bro, he was
like
really
last
good.
season.
I watched his highlights. He was
Shout
decent.
out before that to malizia mimi ningetaka bro shout out to the guy I wanted before Caicedo.
Who?
The guy I wanted after
Lavia.
the guy I wanted after I realized we had Caicedo money.
Bellingham.
Joe Paulinho.
Paulinho's beef.
Bro,
Oh, Palenya.
Paulinho is different gravy. As in just in terms of running, in terms of control. As in,
Fulham quoted 100.
they quoted 100, bro.
90, they quoted
That's at 90, but the guy is
They quoted
old.
90.
So not saying your shit, bro. You're not chucking
How
Caicedo
old is he?
money for. I think it's like 28, but you're not chucking Caicedo money for.
Bro, he's
guys
younger
like-
than Endo.
Bro,
Well,
but it's
Endo
at
is
20.
It's actually 18 euros. 18 million
18
euros.
million euros.
Wait, one question. So you guys sold Fabinho less than you bought Endo?
We bought Fabinho for we
No,
sold
no,
Fabinho
no.
for 40.
Wait,
Oh, you sold him 40?
What's
yeah,
up?
What?
we sold Fabinho for 40,
Have you noticed,
44.
by the way, like,
It's Saudi
is
money.
it just me or some of these Saudi deals, the money amount isn't getting reported, just the salaries or whether they're being paid 50% up front?
These guys haven't been
Obviously.
paying. They don't want to pay transfer fees.
Why?
They want to minimize on transfer fees as much as
FFP.
possible. Because I don't know why they're doing some nasty shit in Saudi on that aspect. They don't want to pay transfer fees. They want to pay
Salaries.
agents salaries. That's all they want to do. Fabinho was random because we got 44. Bro, we almost lost out on selling Henderson because they offered 8 and we wanted 10. So it was like, yo, bro, you guys are asking for too much.
2 million. Bro, even the Saudis said Z.
Yeah,
Even the Saudis are negotiating for Henderson, bro.
Handle for 8.
we sold him for 8 plus 4 add-ons. Walikubali add-ons. Add-ons hazifiki.
Bro,
Chukua 8.
You know,
Tamaliza na baadaye.
ameonga hii team.
I love it.
I'll edify kwa kishinda
For-
AFC Champions League.
Bro, Al-Ittifaq, you know, Al-Ittifaq used to be like 800 meters away from where I used to live in Saudi. That club is so dead.
Hella.
It's so dead. It's like Bournemouth of Premier League. Wallah, it's like
But now obvious things have
it's
changed.
like Bandari of KPL.
Bandari is fucking shit.
so you're telling me.
Bandari is fucking shit.
Check it.
Al-Ittifaq is
Maumbwa.
fucking shit, bro.
Check it. You're telling me we sold handle like FPL.
FPL, bro.
Understand going to 8.4.
So FPL,
Yo, is it just me? Just to wrap up, is it just me or is Razmataz looking good, man? That guy is looking like Liverpool self, not even City self.
yeah.
He's looking like his Liverpool
That's
self.
my bro. First of all, major shout out to myself.
Because I know I saw
yeah.
FPL points.
One of the best FPL players in Kenya. At the
Jerking
moment.
himself off right
Top
now.
13.
After game week 3.
The top watch in Kenya.
Top 13.
13
I
in
drink
Kenya.
Number
too,
13
bro.
sahi.
Let's talk after game week 13.
Yeah, that's how you exactly. How does he 13?
Zibachizwa nimesema joy.
So atako top 4.
Top 13.
Kerry, unajua
Nilitoka sikia nilitoka last game week nilikuwa 441,000 hadi number 13. Fly so high.
umeingia ile position ilikuwa Manchester last week.
But shout out to Jumesema Raz.
Nah,
If you guys have been listening to his interviews, Raz has said one of his goals this season is to be the top scorer, Chelsea's top scorer, and one of his.
It's not hard, bro.
He's
It's Nicholas
playing-
Jackson, bro.
Oh, it's
See,
like
bro, it's not even about.
And Broha.
Don't
10 goals give you the golden boy at Chelsea.
The last two, it was Havertz and Jorginho.
Yeah, but don't
Shit, they're both top players.
The shoes are this size to fill.
Yeah, see,
So
but-
good luck, Sterling.
See, but he said that and he said he wants to enjoy his football again. And if you watch him play, his first goal against Luton was
I would have watched him, but smell potea.
that was really good. And even in the game, even in our game, this our game they were beaten by West Ham. He's been the best playing all the games.
It's mad.
So I'm just a major shout out to him, man. It's all.
I don't know.
And he follows us too.
I don't know if
Yeah.
someone
And he
can
follows
read
us
into
too.
this. I don't know if someone can read into this, but like I just thought that video he did with the kids.
Yeah, that was
Right?
fun.
I feel like that's
It
him
was
being
for Clark's.
confident again, like
Yeah.
not caring about anybody's. Yeah, the
Yeah.
one for Clark's. Yeah, like not giving a shit and like just
Negative
taking it
vibes.
in his stride a little bit. And I feel like that's what he's adding to his criticism, like because he's been criticized so much. Bro.
It's like
Yeah.
Anton
From
Ryan
the
doesn't give a
media
fuck.
to the newspapers, Juinini, he gets criticized all over, even for non-football reasons.
Sterling did half of what Grealish did this summer over his whole career.
Piga
And
hii sherehe.
Sterling,
Now, do you know
Sterling
who's-
is
do you know who's-
forever in the headlines.
Do you know who's
Just
twerking for Grealish on Twitter 24/7 because of waking up drunk? See, my friend here.
'cause me, bro, Sioni vibes.
This guy was vibing,
My spirit animal.
Sioni spirit
My
animal
guy, I
wangu.
love you,
Well,
Grealish.
Kerry,
Oh,
mwambie
right.
it's
And
because
then they say Liverpool, Man City.
Grealish,
rivalry.
Grealish, ah, sit
Bro,
on my
you
face.
Can never twerk.
Acha nikwambie revolt rate.
Ever, bro.
He was
Revolt rate
twerking, my friend.
Yeah, yeah.
Hapo unajua
And then even last season they were twerking for Man City.
hapo
bro.
unajua vile Grealish anapendanga big
we were
black
not
women.
big bum women, big bum Latinas. Well, we are not talking for Man City.
Is it not true? All three of you last season were twerking for Man City.
We are not talking for Man City.
I was.
We were telling him. We were telling him the truth.
No, me, I was just carving Arsenal. Wasn't talking on this side.
We were telling you the truth, man. We were telling you the truth.
Me, I was doing both. To be honest.
Anyway, Sawa. I think that was a solid win. Chelsea, I don't know what to expect. from them.
Quick combined 11.
For
Combined 11. Let's do that.
Arsenal United.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm game for that.
Okay, how are we doing it though?
What do you mean how?
Are we doing it with party right back or?
Whatever you want, my friend.
sawa,
Your average formation.
I'm the ref. I'm the ref.
Keeper.
So you're the ref. The three of us are the one voting.
Kerry is doing.
Yeah, me lazima nifanyie combined 11 juu keeper.
yeah.
Kiara is the decider. Kiara is the decider.
What about me?
Wait.
You give us your opinions.
No, we are no
I want to be
opinions.
the ref, man.
Okay,
Oh.
you're the decider. Then
Yes.
Kiara, you give an opinion.
Yeah.
But it's not the it's just to inform him
Yeah.
with your Liverpool bias.
Yeah.
My decision is final.
Aye.
Sawa, haya.
Okay.
Tuanze na keeper.
Unaniangalia nini?
Keep on Nana. Good on the ball.
I'm sorry, no way. I'm taking Ramsdale all day long. bro.
Me, so opinion yangu. Me, I'm taking Dean Henderson because
He's got an option. He's got an option.
I saw the Ramsdale.
Ashauzwa
bwana, bro.
Leonard Ramsdale vile alifungwa. Pereira missed a chip. First of all,
Yeah.
he wasn't chipping the ball.
No,
Then this
Ramsdale's
guy-
position was the right thing.
Unaona kile unasema Onana at he stayed in his line. Ramsdale went and then came back and then went and then he was like Z.
Nah.
Then he turned.
This-
How do you
this is
turn,
not
bro?
Ramsdale.
Someone has the ball. Someone has the ball. Evie. Ramsdale turned to run.
Yeah. And that's how the guys are just
Yeah.
easy.
Look, in my opinion, he turned the right way. As a keeper, you know this guy's shaping up to go to your left, his right hand side. The guy's shooting right hand side. So he's running this way to make sure that he can actually stretch for the ball, should he be able to. Now, that guy scuffed his shot, and then he come geuza kiuno, bro. Nah, that's unfair. That's unfair. Also, this one was Saka's fault. This is a Saka.
Last week.
Okay,
I saw
so
Ramsdale do this last week.
Usema Onana, umesema Dean Henderson, umesema Saliba. Sorry.
Saliba.
Finally,
Rambo.
nime push
It's
Onana.
Rambo, bro.
Onana. Oh, so two.
Decision Ramsdale.
Thank you.
Sawa.
Let's go. Alright, so right back.
Wait, two people are saying Onana, you're saying
No,
Ramsdale.
he's an opinion. He's not a
No,
vote.
It doesn't matter.
He's not a vote.
Mambo
Then
is
how
not.
is he? What's the point? If
Ashasema Dean Henderson kwanza.
no, he can't be a vote because
Yeah.
then you win.
It's
There's no need
United
for
Arsenal,
Eric.
man.
So there's no point of voting?
No, he
No,
just
there
gives
is.
his opinion.
Yeah,
he's
his opinion.
consulting.
Yeah, 20 right back.
Right
bro.
back Bisaka.
No way.
Because your right back is Partey.
Ben White.
No.
Ben
your,
White.
Your right back is Partey.
Ben White will play right back. You
Who
guys, this is gonna be silly.
decide.
No.
He hasn't. Okay.
Ben White is definitely gonna
Ben
play
White
right
hasn't
back.
Done
played
it this
He
season,
hasn't
so-
played right back
Bro,
this
it's been
season.
3 games.
Okay.
But since you are going to the fourth,
Akanji, for example, if we were doing a Man City Liverpool thing,
Akanji is right back.
exactly. But if are we choosing him
He-
over
but-
Trent? Like, what are we doing?
Z,
It
because
doesn't mean,
Trent's
bro.
better, but
Nah,
you
bro,
see,
shut
No,
up, man.
because Trent is better.
Nah, shut up, bro. Shut
Okay,
up, bro.
decide, said.
He's
Decision
twerking for you, by
my
the way.
decision.
You'll see.
My decision is
Beach.
remember the last 3 games we don't expect Ben White to start the game on
You
Sunday.
need to justify. Sema jina mara moja na tuende we move
It's a
on.
matter of where he's gonna play.
Bisaka right back.
Thank
Fuck
you.
off, man. That's bullshit.
Centre back pairing Saliba, Lisandro Martinez.
What do you make of that? Oh, I should not be joking.
Because Gabriel doesn't start.
That's fair.
I'm still taking Saliba, Ben White.
Then hiyo ni yako.
Oh, yeah, Niago.
Haya, wewe amua.
We're still unbeaten. That partnership is still unbeaten
Wewe-
this season.
haya,
Yeah.
wewe-
Do you have an
What do you
opinion?
mean?
Have you guys kept a clean sheet this season?
Yes, Crystal Palace.
Oh, the 1-0. Yeah.
The 1-0, yeah.
Oh, yenye mliiba.
Yeah. Oh, that. Ati what?
Haraka time.
Saliba and Licha.
Yeah.
Fuck off, man.
Left back,
I left back obvious.
QEO and Luke Shaw, my friend.
Q is your left back.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hata ujile mtokeo ni nani?
No, but Zinchenko's back. I'm taking Zinchenko.
I'm
Man,
not
Luke Shaw
left
Luke
back.
Shaw is
No,
injured now.
Zinchenko's back. He played.
But Luke Shaw is injured, yeah?
Yeah, Luke Shaw is injured.
Oh,
It's
okay.
either,
Next
it's
4
either
months.
Dalo
Yeah.
or Zinchenko.
Who's the
So it's
left back?
Zinchenko.
My
Dalo.
Dalo.
I'll pick Zinchenko.
Zinchenko any day.
Holding DM.
Casemiro.
Partey.
Partey is your right back.
Sasa umemtoa right back.
Bro, I'm telling you guys, Partey is gonna play. People are gonna
Are
play
you
in the
not
normal
confident with
position.
Rice?
Rice.
Are you confident? Hoja, are you confident?
No, I want Rice to play there. I'm not confident with Havertz. Guys, I'm not confident with Havertz. Yes.
Okay, I will choose the 3. I will say Casemiro, Rice and Bruno.
Please. Odegaard, Partey, Rice.
Let me just follow KDB. KDB said Bruno is better than Odegaard.
So what?
So si alisema mimi si tuna follow KDB.
Endelea.
Silikuwa follow.
Okay, so Rice or Casemiro?
Garnacho thinks Ronaldo is the best player
So-
ever. So?
No.
What does that mean?
So
It means
listen.
nothing, bro. Fuck all.
Garnacho has
No,
bleached
relax,
hair, bro.
mbona jump?
Now jump.
So you guys want us to pick them like as a
unit.
trio ama
However,
players.
because the thing is,
Is it because
okay, you can choose either Bruno or Odegaard.
we start with 6 first. Casemiro
Or who? You give us a player.
Partey.
No, Partey is your right back.
Hi, I saw Rice.
Partey or Rice?
I'm going Rice.
Casemiro or Rice?
Rice.
Rice, bro.
Me I
Check,
miss
check,
fan-
you didn't expect that.
See, miss
You
fan
actually
miss
such
fan
a-
or Rice, but I know Rice at the moment is a better player than
you could have said
Casemiro. Just
Casemiro
'cause-
and Partey.
Yeah, just because of legs.
No,
He's the
no,
best
no.
defensive midfielder in the
No,
league.
Sema.
Bro, this is the
Decide,
same
no,
league that
sawa.
was Rodri. Give-
Yeah, after Rodri.
Yeah, give some respect.
Rodri
bro.
doesn't count.
Give some respect.
Even has 2
Ngoja,
goals.
ngoja, maliza.
This
Bissouma,
season,
give Bissouma some respect.
this season I'll pick Declan Rice.
Okay. 8 ni Mount versus Havertz.
Yeah,
No,
that's-
No.
Okay, no. Okay, Eriksen versus Havertz.
Bro, I'm going Eriksen.
Yeah, same.
Clemmer amesema wewe huwezi change my
Trump amechukua?
Eriksen.
Eriksen over Havertz.
Bruno.
And then the most important one hapo creative
It's so
It's
booky.
captain versus captain, by the way.
captain versus captain, alafu moja KDB who's better than both anajua nenda kunyuma yake because
Wait,
anaweza msmell.
we're supposed to be getting Kiaria's opinion. This guy said his opinion is De Bruyne's opinion.
Yeah.
High five?
Zi unajua-
No, it doesn't count. Give us your opinion.
Chakwambia, you learn-
This guy is...
in this world what happens, yeah? In order to gain more wisdom, you learn from the wise.
Thank you.
So,
Even me before
Fuck
me to
off,
learn,
bro.
I learn from Kiaria.
I'm going Odegaard. There's no way I'm picking Bruno, bro. Fuck
So
that, man.
listen, guys, this has to be the easiest decision that may make Leo this evening.
Yeah.
Odegaard.
Yeah. Why are you annoyed? Why are you annoyed? It's not even your game.
Bro, it's
Bono Rejam is not even your game. This guy's crazy. Haya. Right.
Right wing
Anthony or Saka?
Do you actually want us to vote that?
Anthony.
I like the way you support your team, man.
Kwenda man.
Saka sayo roho. Hata zeo kuuliza Anthony
You have to
ndio
commend
Saka
it.
atakwambia.
Anthony
commend it.
Saka, I mean, Saka, that's very easy also.
Left wing, Martinelli or Garnacho?
Rashford.
Can you say
No, why?
No, he plays left.
Rashford's only played left
No.
wing one game.
He doesn't play forward though.
Doesn't matter.
He's not number 9.
No, but based on you guys' thing.
I'm willing to
But
listen
even,
more.
even right now, Rashford isn't playing as a number 9.
No, we
Not
can.
just right now.
We
He
have-
played. What's the maths? Out of 3 games, 66%. I told you.
6.66.
No, we have
Yeah.
Martinelli. We have Martinelli
And
and Rashford, and then we have
How come Bella
Sancho
no, let's
and
take first
Nketiah.
to 2 players only. Left side.
Yeah, let's see Rashford too. Obviously.
No, it's fucking Gabby.
What the
Bro, it matters on where you're playing these guys because if you go on the left side and you say it's Martinelli versus Sancho, then you're definitely going
So,
for Martinelli.
Yeah.
Saddam.
And then number 9, if you do put Rashford against Nketiah, then it's Rashford.
Saddam.
It's Eddie.
So
Aye,
he's
bro.
Eddie has more goals this season.
Bro, it's not really even a...
You decided like
Hey. You're just saying, you're the one saying Rashford doesn't even play there. Why would you choose someone who doesn't play there, who has fewer goals this season than Eddie Nketiah in that same position?
Brother,
Wewe una logic wewe.
hakuna mambo ya logic. Nketiah
Okay.
say yako 24.
Logic
So
went.
what? Yeye ndio captain wa under 21 England.
Logic.
So what? That's
You
leadership.
presented Rashford. Yo, listen. You presented Rashford and him Martinelli.
It has to be
Yeah.
Eddie.
Rashford.
Rashford has to start.
Katikati, we have
Striker.
we have man like Sancho, and we have Eddie fucking Nketiah.
It's fucking Eddie.
Wait. Sancho plays now.
Yeah.
False 9.
I'll pick Eddie Nketiah.
Thank you. And manager?
Manager, of course, I'll pick. Interesting.
Unajua it's two things. Moja, you have PTSD na kutanikanga. Whoa, ule ni bibi yako.
Oi, si tunachapa.
No.
Unachapa na sisi.
Once in 19 games.
Wait,
sawa.
Man United have 4 points. 6. Fuck.
So I'm picking between Eric Chanag and
Yeah,
Mikel
yeah.
Arteta.
You're picking
Decision
Eric Ten
final is Mikel Arteta.
Let's go, bro.
Can you pick the stadium? The atmosphere.
My force. Atmosphere. Yeah. Let's pick atmosphere. Atmosphere, bro.
Aye, Old
Well,
Trafford.
going by KDB's thoughts.
Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Make sure you check out the link in the description below for the push notifications on Google's search feature, so you don't miss out on any of the football action, especially if KPLC is gonna do the thing, because you never know.
Google itaandika hapo next weekend 3-1 United.
Thank you, sir.
Prediction yako?
Mimi, prediction yangu kama game kwa Emirates, Arsenal are winning that game.
Let us know your predictions in the comment section below. Don't forget to give us as many likes as you can, please. Can we get to 200? That would be lovely. So, Dan, what's your prediction?
2-0.
Arsenal.
Anthony Brace.
Anthony
Which
Brace.
Anthony?
Anthony
Anthony
Brace.
ameoa hao jamaa.
One game he scored
game.
one.
My prediction is 4-1 Arsenal.
Solid prediction.
Trust me.